Hi, thank you so much for joining me. So today is going to be the last edition of lip balm battles. I think as the weather is getting warmer, my lips don't really need as much moisture, so the testing conditions just aren't necessarily rigorous enough. So I feel like it's not fair to continue testing the lip balms now. Maybe I'll start it back up again in the fall and winter time. When my lips get a bit drier, but right now they've been in pretty good condition. So this week I tested 2 more lip balms. These are both clear lip balms and they are on the lighter side. So these are things that I would reach for during the spring or summer when my lips are in better condition. So in my opinion, if you wear them constantly during the fall and winter, they do help basically kind of keep your lips in the same condition, but they are not, super strong repairing lip balms, in my opinion. At least that's been my personal experience. So the 2 balms that we have up this week, we have the Biossance Rose Vegan Lip Balm, and I love this lip balm. It is definitely the one I reach for the most during the spring and summer. So texturally, it's reminiscent of the Sisley Nutritive Lip Balm. It kind of has that same texture, but it's a little bit lighter. And this is what it looks like inside. We've got this glass jar with a plastic lid, and it is a thin, glistening balm. So it is very, very thin formula. It's very moisturizing on the lips, and overall, it's nice. It doesn't really have a scent. They call it the Rose Vegan Lip Balm. There is like rose oil in here, I believe, but unfortunately, unfortunately or fortunately, it doesn't have much of a scent. So that I think it makes it very wearable at all times, especially during spring and summer. I don't like to wear scented lip balms because I feel like I'm always worried about it attracting more insects and so forth. So that is definitely a plus in that case. The other one that we have up is the Skinfix Barrier Plus Lip Repair Balm. This is the Hydrating Lip Soother. And this has coconut oil, jojoba oil, and natural botanicals. They instantly soothe, soften, and hydrate extremely dry lips. And this comes in a squeeze tube. And for me, it's reminiscent more of those, the lip balm, the Vaseline lip balm in a squeeze tube. So I actually feel like it might be slightly thinner than that. But it has, the angled tip, and it's plastic. And here it is. And when you shear this out, it also has a very light texture. The difference between the 2 of these texturally is that I feel like the Biossance feels a little bit more of a light balm, whereas the Skinfix feels a little bit more of an oil. So it has a slightly thinner, more greasy kind of texture. And I think a lot of that has to do with the coconut oil, which is probably a major ingredient in here. So, let me go ahead and show you guys the application and final results from the days, and then I'll be back with my verdict. Thanks. Okay, so today I'm going to be going over the Biossance Rose Vegan Lip Balm. This comes in a heavy glass jar. The lid is plastic. This is what it looks like inside. And when you swatch it, it is just going to be like a clear balm. So it's kind of densely packed here in the actual tub. So when you put your finger in, it's not like a light cream like the By Terry in the tub is. It's, I guess when it's new, it feels like it's harder to get up because it's like more tightly packed, but it is actually creamy. It is a light texture. And just so you can see, my lips are actually in good shape. I have, habitual dryness here, but it's not bad. Honestly, my lips are in the best shape they've been in a while. No cracks or flaking or anything going on. So when I apply this, I just get a light layer. I wear this one a lot during spring and summer or as a lip topper because it is really a lovely texture, but it is a thinner texture. And texturally, it reminds me of the Sisley Nutritive Lip Balm, if you are familiar with that. But it does feel a little bit lighter on the lips than that one does. So this is it, and I will be back later. Thanks. Okay, so I'm back and it is the next day. I wore the Biossance lip balm all night, and I've been up for an hour and a half or so far, and my lips are in good shape. They feel very moisturized. I don't feel any balmy texture yet or right now, but I do feel like I had something on. So they do feel very well moisturized. My dry patches are not rough or anything. Again, no flakes or anything. My lips were in pretty good shape when we started, and they're in maybe slightly better shape than they were. The dry patches are a little bit better, but other than that, they're pretty much the same shape they were in. So that's it. Thanks so much. Okay, so I'm about to apply the Skinfix Barrier Plus Lip Repair Balm. And just before I get started, you can visibly see dryness here on my lips, but honestly, I can't feel anything. They're completely smooth. There's no flaking or texture or anything like that. So my lips are in pretty good shape. And this is a squeeze tube. The cap on this one is a little tight. I think it's just mine, but it a little hard to get open. And we've got more of like that Vaseline kind of texture. All right, so it's a very thin balm, with that like Vaseline type texture, and it feels very nice on the lips. This does have coconut oil, jojoba oil, and natural botanicals, and I think it's those oils that you primarily feel. I don't have the complete ingredient list with me here right now, but I'm assuming they are pretty high up there in the ingredient list, because it really feels a lot like putting coconut oil on your lips. If you've ever done that, coconut oil is pretty solid, but when you put it on, it kind of melts. And although this is not solid when you apply it, it does have that same feeling when coconut oil melts, how it gets like thinner in consistency. So that's what it reminds me of. And scent wise, there's no real discernible scent. So so far so good. So I'll check back in later after I've worn it all day and overnight. Thanks. Okay, so it's the next day, and I did wear the Skinfix lip balm all night. I've actually been up for a few hours. I just haven't bothered getting dressed or anything yet. So when I woke up, I couldn't feel anything on my lips. They weren't dry, but they weren't moisturized feeling either. So there was really nothing there. It's a pretty thin balm, so I think it kind of wore off earlier in the night. And now it's been a few hours again since I got up. I haven't applied anything to my lips today. And you can see I've got my dry patches here, but they're nothing new. It's just that they're not, currently being moisturized. But my lips are in fine condition. So I think overall they stayed pretty much the same. So thanks so much. Okay, so for this week, both of the lip balms kind of had to be reapplied regularly, probably about every 3 hours or so. They had to be reapplied. They are both thinner consistencies. I've personally found the Biossance to be a little bit more comfortable on the lips because it doesn't feel quite as greasy, whereas the Skinfix to me feels a little bit more like I am wearing coconut oil on my lips. And if you have used coconut oil before, it's solid, but kind of when it warms up, it gets that really thin texture to it. And that's really what it feels like on the lips to me, which personally is not super pleasant. I just, it's just not my favorite. Moisturizing capabilities, the Biossance is a little bit better than the Skinfix. I feel like the Skinfix wears off slightly faster, and because it is a thinner texture, you do have to reapply more frequently. And I just feel like it kind of keeps your moisture in. It acts as a barrier. which is called the Barrier Plus, but I don't feel like it's offering any additional moisturization. I feel like it's more prevention than soothing and repairing, in my opinion. Whereas the Biossance, I feel like it's a very thin, comfortable formula, perfect for spring, summer seasons or when your lips are not super dry. However, I feel like it helps with prevention as well, but I do think that it adds a little bit more repair. So I feel like if I wear, actually I know because I've used this before, but if I wear this regularly, over time, my lips will heal. It just takes a little bit longer than a heavier duty lip balm. And I have used the Skinfix, regularly in the past as well. It's one that I keep in my nightstand drawer. So if I forget to put lip balm on before I get into bed, it's easy to reach for. And, just in my experience, the Biossance does a better job at moisturizing. So this gets my win for this week. And honestly, so overall, we've done 6 lip battles. And my overall favorites are not necessarily the winners. So overall, my favorites for the clear lip balms, I love the Sisley Nutritive. It did not win, but I really like that one for every day, all year, actually. That's probably my favorite, just purely because of the texture and the way it feels. The Biossance, I love for spring and summer. And if I'm looking for something heavy duty, I prefer the By Terry Balm de Rose in the tub. So those are my top 3 clear ones. And then for tinted lip balms, I actually did really like the winners a lot. So the ones that I reach for the very most are the Clé de Peau lip glorifiers. So those were new to me. I recently purchased those and I love them. I've been wearing them all the time and I wear them, just constantly over a lipstick or just as, on a no makeup day or whatever. I'm constantly wearing them. They do help heal and repair. So I find that makes them a little bit more worthy than some of the other tinted lip balm opponents. And then I also really enjoy the Pat McGrath lip balms, but not the ones with the sparkles. So any of the lip balms that do not have the sparkles, they have a nice texture. But again, the Clé de Peau for me is probably my favorite out of all of the tinted ones. And I did really like the colors for some of the other tinted lip balms and the textures and their capabilities. But if I had to pick, it would definitely be the Clé de Peau lip glorifiers. If I had to pick just one lip balm for clear, it would be the Sisley Nutritive, even though it did not win. But for me, it's just about how pleasant that one feels on the lips. And it was very moisturizing and did help heal and repair, just not quite as well as the By Terry Balm de Rose did. But I also appreciated that it does not have a scent. So there we go. That kind of sums up the lip balm battles. So if anybody has any questions, comments, or suggestions, please leave them down below. And I'd love to hear what your favorite lip balms are. And if you guys are interested in seeing this series come back in the fall or winter, please let me know. Or if there's anything else that you're looking for content-wise for now, I'd love to get some ideas. So thumbs up if you like the video. And if you haven't subscribed, please click the little subscribe button if you are interested. And I hope to see you guys in my next video. So stay safe and healthy, and I will see you soon. Have a great day.